Hey guys, Brian the cell phone guy here again. Today we're going to look at using ESChat on a Sonim XP5S. Now the biggest difference between this and the XP8 video that we did a couple of weeks ago is that the XP5S is a voice-only phone. So the touchscreen is not available on this particular phone, and neither are some of the features such as the mapping, because like I say, this is not a smartphone. But ESChat works just as well on this one if you just want to use it for two-way communications. So let's dive right in and take a quick look at how the functionality on this works. Now, just like all the other Sonim phones, it has a dedicated push-to-talk button on the side, and that's actually how we launched the app. So if you push and hold the button for a second, it'll bring up the ESChat application. Now, just like on the other phone, you'll notice that across the top here we have the individual calls category, the group calls, the text messaging, and the recent history. What's missing, of course, is the mapping function because this isn't a smartphone. Now, if we want to make a radio call to a single user, in this case, we're going to call Note 5. So we've highlighted that and we just push and hold the button on the side. You'll notice that the word transmitting appears and the square is red, and it tells you who we're transmitting to. When we let go of the button, the square goes to green, and now the call is in idle mode, which means that Note 5 can respond to the call. If we want to end the call, we push the menu button, we scroll down to end call, and we push the center button, and the call is terminated. Now, if we wanted to make a telephone call as opposed to a radio call to Note 5, once again, we would simply highlight the user, but this time we long press on the OK button, and we scroll down to phone call, and we select it, and it makes the phone call. And we can hang up just by pushing the end button. So that's how you make a one-to-one call and a one-to-one telephone call. Now, if you wanted to make a group call, but you didn't have a group predetermined, what you would do is you would highlight the first user, scroll down to the second user and highlight them as well. And then we would push the radio button on the side. And now we have a call going between the three of us. And when the other user wants to respond, and when it says call idle, he pushes the push to talk button on his phone. And it tells you who is talking. Sorry about the feedback. That's just because the other phone is right here. Now, if the XP8 hangs up the call, you'll notice he disappears from the screen, but the call stays active between the Note 5 and the XP5S. If the initiator of the call, which in this case was the XP5S, and he goes down and selects end call, then the call is terminated. It's also important to note that ESChat resides on the in the background on this phone all the time, so it's always available to make calls. So if you notice, we're back at the home screen here. If someone else decides to radio us by pushing their push to talk button, it automatically launches right into the app and allows the call to go ahead. And that's basically all there is to using ESChat for one-to-one calls, group calls, and telephone calls on a Sonim XP5S. In a future video, we're going to look at creating and using groups and also the menu functions. But for now, that's all we have. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get the new videos as they come. And as always, thanks for watching.